Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was not only a renowned artist but also an inventor, scientist, and anatomist. He conceptualized flying machines, armored vehicles, and even a rudimentary form of the helicopter. How do you think Leonardo da Vinci's diverse talents influenced his approach to creativity and problem-solving? Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein revolutionized physics with his theory of relativity, E equals mc squared, which equates mass with energy. He also won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for his explanation of the photoelectric effect. How do you think Einstein's ability to think outside conventional boundaries contributed to his groundbreaking theories? Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was a key figure in ending apartheid in South Africa. After 27 years in prison, he became the country's first black president and worked to promote reconciliation and equality. How do you think Mandela's resilience and commitment to justice changed the trajectory of South Africa and inspired movements worldwide? Queen Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I ruled England during a period of significant cultural and economic growth, known as the Elizabethan era. She navigated political challenges and threats of invasion, earning her the nickname, the Virgin Queen. How do you think Queen Elizabeth I's leadership during a male-dominated era influenced perceptions of women in power? Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi led India to independence from British rule through non-violent civil disobedience. His philosophy of satyagraha inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. How do you think Gandhi's principles of non-violence and civil disobedience continue to resonate in contemporary struggles for justice? Emperor Qin Shi Huang. Qin Shi Huang was the first emperor of a unified China and is best known for the construction of the Great Wall and the Terracotta Army. He also standardized laws, currency, and the Chinese script. How do you think Emperor Qin Shi Huang's centralized rule and monumental projects shaped the identity of ancient China? Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks, often referred to as the "mother of the civil rights movement," sparked the Montgomery bus boycott by refusing to give up her seat to a white passenger. Her act of defiance became a symbol of the fight against racial segregation. How do you think Rosa Parks' courage in a moment of everyday injustice catalyzed a nationwide movement for equality? Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great was one of history's greatest military leaders, conquering an empire that stretched from Greece to Egypt to India by the age of 30. He also promoted the spread of Greek culture, known as Hellenism, throughout his conquered territories. How do you think Alexander's ambition and military genius reshaped the geopolitical landscape of his time? Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom during World War II, leading the country through its darkest hours with his stirring speeches and unwavering resolve. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest wartime leaders in history. How do you think Churchill's leadership style and communication skills helped maintain morale and unity during times of crisis? Catherine the Great. Catherine the Great, Empress of Russia, is remembered for her enlightened rule and efforts to modernize Russia. She expanded the Russian Empire, promoted education and the arts, and corresponded with Enlightenment thinkers like Voltaire. How do you think Catherine the Great's progressive policies balanced the demands of tradition and modernization in Imperial Russia? Susan B. Anthony. Susan B. Anthony was a leading figure in the women's suffrage movement in the United States. She campaigned tirelessly for women's right to vote and played a pivotal role in the eventual passage of the 19th Amendment. How do you think Susan B. Anthony's advocacy for women's suffrage challenged societal norms and paved the way for greater gender equality? Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut was one of ancient Egypt's few female pharaohs, ruling as regent for her stepson before eventually declaring herself pharaoh. She oversaw a period of peace and prosperity, promoting trade and architectural projects. How do you think Hatshepsut's reign challenged traditional gender roles and influenced perceptions of female leadership in ancient Egypt? Socrates. Socrates was an ancient Greek philosopher known for his Socratic method of questioning, which aimed to stimulate critical thinking and uncover truth through dialogue. He mentored Plato and had a profound influence on Western philosophy. How do you think Socrates' emphasis on questioning and dialogue continues to influence philosophical inquiry and education today?